What I ended up pulling out to roll my hair turned out to just be a dildo. It was her dildo. I flushed the loo. The toilet flush comes off in my hand. And now someone starts knocking. You're up next. We need to mic you up. And I was like, no.
All right, Johannes, man. People are loving the Glass Man episode.
Yeah.
Goblin and the Glass Man reunited, baby. All right. Well, hey, make sure you guys are hyping our videos, okay? Gotta hype us up, man. Johannes needs all the hype. Really, he needs a can of hype each morning. Speaking of Johannes, who's our guest today, huh?
Today we have Jameela Jamil.
Jameela Jamil.
Yeah.
The actress.
Yeah.
The host.
The host.
The smoke show.
Yes.
She's coming on this show?
She's coming on this show, yeah.
In here?
Yeah.
Johannes, oh my God, dude, what are you doing, dude? What? You can't book a guest like Jameela and bring her here? Out there? Come on, dude, what's wrong? Dude, we got to, all right, here, Johannes.
Okay.
Find me another studio for this episode. Answer that and ask him for a new studio. Okay? Actually, forget it. I got to do everything myself. You know what, Johannes? Just use a little goblin magic. It'll get us there, okay? I want Jameela to know that we're in like a nice, safe environment.
Okay.
And that we're actually like doing pretty well and stuff like that. This is like a big deal, dude. This is like a big actress, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
All right, let's do it then.
Got like a new movie coming out on freaking Netflix, dude.
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2, just Johannes. Just want to enjoy a moment of this. All right, now I'll go. Oh my God, look at you. Look at, how are you? So nice to meet you. Please have a seat. Look at this.
Look at us.
You look amazing.
Thank you. I dressed up for you.
I really appreciate that. You'd be surprised how many people dress down for me.
They schlep.
They show up in like basically pajamas.
I had to come ready.
You came really ready.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is very strange for me because normally we are in what would be considered like a human zombie land part of Los Angeles in our recording Goblin Cave.
Okay.
And today we came to this gorgeous studio at All Things Comedy. So thanks, guys. Yeah. Really making me look good, you know?
Right.
What do you think? I mean, this is
very fancy.
Yeah. We brought a couple things to make it feel like home.
I was expecting the dungeon.
Really? Yeah, well, that's where we normally record.
No, I feel like, well, thank you. Did you do all this for me?
Yeah, we built this morning for you.
No.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we did.
Glad you got my rider.
Yeah, she said, it's the first guest we've had that's like, I need something built from the ground up for me.
Yeah.
We installed all the lighting. They got all your stuff. You came in the limo, correct? You got the limo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the limo, the Hummer limousine, you know. We had all the people outside with the signs. We're like, Jameela, that was awesome.
Yeah, like the Jennifer Hudson show.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, you have one of those outside.
Yes, that's right. We had the full line of people singing a song. You had to do an awkward dance on camera. I'm so glad I haven't had
That's
to do
my
that.
number one fear, I think.
Is that? Me
It's
too.
my number one fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not being on her show, but that line.
Yeah.
You know, like coming through there.
Coming through and not knowing what to do.
I mean, it's like, if you go too much.
Yeah.
If you dance too hard.
Yeah,
then it's a meme too.
And if you don't try enough, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, because they're singing, they're
everyone's
clapping,
giving you energy.
you know.
Yeah.
They're like, they probably are doing some like soulful rendition of one of your theme songs from one of your TV shows. And you're like just trying to do it.
No, I have like actual anxiety dreams about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you done the show?
I've done the show before the song line started.
Okay.
And I jumped over the couch in a bit of a sort of like, I'd taken too many Klonopins.
Yes.
So it looked like a really long way around the couch.
Yeah.
She has an insanely long couch. And I
Okay.
was like, I'm not fucking walking all the way around that.
No way.
So I just flipped and did a somersault over the couch to start the interview.
I bet that is not how they thought you would enter.
No.
They were like, yeah, she does
No, but I
stunts.
managed to not get my shoes on the couch because I respect her.
See, that's what I'm talking
Still
about.
got manners,
But
yeah.
knowing that now, I'm a little disappointed that you just kind of sat down.
I
You didn't
know,
do
I
anything
know, I know.
crazy. I mean, we could have repelled you.
I know,
That
I
would've
know.
been fun.
But I was wearing trousers that day. I'm wearing a skirt tonight, and I didn't want to put my on camera. So
Same.
yeah.
Same. I hear you, sister. I hear you. Well, welcome, Jameela. This is my producer, Johannes.
Hi.
He's Italian.
No, I'm not. I'm from Sweden.
Okay.
It's close. That's pretty close to.
It's Europe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's all the
Yeah.
same.
It's not
you know
all
what I
the
mean?
same.
It's all going to be in war soon.
That's it. That's it. And that's our first topic, actually. No. Can you imagine Goblin's interview you and you're just like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about where you grew up. Mm-hmm. Did you grow up in the UK?
I did. I grew up in the UK and then Spain and then a little bit of Pakistan, but mostly England and Spain.
And what was that like growing
You're
up?
from Spain, no?
Yeah, is that, are you?
No,
Are
I'm
you
not from
spe-
Spain. I'm from Sweden. Sweden, not Spain.
no,
Same
I've
thing,
been to
same thing,
Spain.
same
It's
thing, same
nice.
thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, Silencio. Okay. So, Jameela, growing up in the UK,
Yeah.
did you kind of know you were going to get into performing? Because, like, it's one of the places that it does exist. I mean, you know, Shakespeare's from there, some other people. So, like, you were like, it was kind of like around, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't for me. I was a super academic kid. I wanted to be a doctor because I'm Indian as fuck, and so
That's actually what it said. That's
Yeah,
what your PR
Indian
people
as
told me.
fuck,
In the
yeah.
headline, they're like, she's Indian as and I was like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
bring her on, great.
That's why they took me on.
Yeah.
And then I was an English teacher because medicine didn't work out because I had an accident at school. So it took me out of school for a few years. When I came back, I became an English teacher. And then I got scouted by a television producer to try out for Channel 4, which is our biggest channel, to do a youth entertainment show. And it was one of the biggest shows in Britain's history for youth entertainment, and it was a nationwide call, and somehow with no experience and no contacts and no idea what I was doing, this English teacher got it, and then I was on television a few weeks later.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Look at you, and then you never looked back. From
I
that
never looked
point.
back. No.
It was just a straight rocket ship. From
Yeah,
that
I
point
love
on.
money. Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
same. Still waiting on it. By the way, do we have any sponsors today? Speaking of money.
No, not that I know
Okay,
of. No.
perfect. I don't want them. No. I don't want them. So
It's crass, isn't it? It's gauche.
What's that?
It's gauche. Sponsors.
Gauche.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that. What's
a bit gauche.
A bit gauche. What does that mean?
Crass,
Being a bit
crass.
gauche.
Yeah. A bit crass, bit too much.
A bit too
Yeah,
much.
you don't need it.
Yeah, you're a bit gauche. Look at him. Playing with the cameras already.
Fixing my own camera.
I wish you would go.
I don't know why I'm sitting in this dingy corner when we have this beautiful studio and a bunch of cameras, and I have to bring my own little.
Well, Johannes, I wanted something to feel like it normally does. And normally
It's a bit
he's like-
hostagey.
What's that?
It looks a bit like a sort of hostage
It
station.
feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit hostage.
Yeah, well, it is.
Yeah.
And so blink if you need something, and I'll ignore it. All right. So you're doing Channel 4.
Yeah.
You're like, I ain't even messing with the first 3 channels.
Mm-hmm.
I just want this one. And you started hosting,
Mm-hmm.
which I do, and I love. At what point did you start to kind of really grasp the hosting thing? And why was hosting exciting? Because I'm looking at your resume, and you start doing a lot of hosting.
Yes, I started hosting everything I could. I was just taking any job that would have me. And it was all in the kind of comedy world. And then once I'd kind of fulfilled all of my dreams doing TV hosting, I moved into radio because I feel like that's much harder than TV.
Why do you think that?
Because you're driving the desk at the same time as hosting. So you can't rely on the way that you look, on what you're wearing, on any distractions. You can't
You're
rely on
driving a desk.
Yeah.
I told you they drive different in the
Nope.
UK.
Yeah.
Not just the side of the road. They're driving desks over there.
And so you've got the whole of the BBC live at your fingertips. You're pressing all of the buttons. You're controlling all of the sounds, all the sound effects. You have the timing of when you're going in and out of the news, and it's all completely live. And you have no you can't use your facial expressions. There's no way to communicate with people other than just through your voice, and your timing has to be so precise. And it's one of the hardest jobs I've ever had. And I think after you can do that, you can do anything. Because also the desire to say like fuck, shit, wank, bollocks, and then slurs or something, just the worst possible thing you could do, is so intense, because there's this red light on that lets you know that you are live, not just to the nation, but to the world. And so the worst, most evil part of my brain is whirring in a constant stream of thought the whole time. Like, I don't really have an internal monologue, but I do have this weird like Tourette stream that is running at all times in the back of my mind.
Well, I don't want you to look behind you, okay?
Okay.
Because there's a red light, and I don't want you to get triggered.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not here to do that.
I said in my first 2 minutes here.
No, I mean,
so,
and here's
it's
the good thing is we're not live and we're not actually recording it, and we may
Great.
never record.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing. It's like,
Is this
I
just
like
a date?
What's that?
This is just a date?
This is just a date.
Great.
And thank you for dressing up and meeting me here.
Thank you for wearing a tie.
Yep. Johannes, let us know when the food has arrived. That's kind of what I do. I just kind of want to like date my guests before I have them on. I'm putting out feelers. It's 2026.
This is the casting
you know?
couch.
Yeah. Yes, but without all the weird stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just
No, this seems totally normal.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing about this show you're going to know. This is just a straight and narrow. This is just a basic talk show. Nothing weird about it. All right? So you're doing your hosting, okay? At what point did you go, maybe I'm not just going to be in the UK. Maybe I'm going to try over in Hollywood.
I was 28 and I'd achieved all of my dreams that I could possibly have dreamed up for myself, and
But you hadn't,
I wanted something
you hadn't done
new.
this podcast yet.
I hadn't done this podcast yet. It didn't exist yet, in all
Okay,
fairness.
see, that's what it was.
It's a new
Okay.
dream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And now I have to find another one.
Yeah, that's right.
But I was 28 and I just was about to turn 30, and I thought I want more, and there wasn't more for me to do in England. So I thought I'll go to America and I'll try writing. And so I came over, and I came over as a writer and a DJ, and I wrote a script, and that script, I was writing a show, and I told someone about the show, and I gave them my first draft, and they gave it to a manager, and then he wanted to see me, then he signed me, and then he sent me for The Good Place. And that was my first audition. I'd never acted before, and then I got it. I have a hugely, it's very uncharming.
Audition.
Yeah, it's an uncharming story.
Your first audition
Yeah.
was for The Good Place.
Yes.
NBC's The Good Place.
Yeah.
Ted Danson, Kristen Bell, The Good Place. Hit show, Mike Schur, The Good Place. That was your very first audition?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Johannes, you were just telling me the other day that you've got like 700, and every time they just turn you away at the door.
I can't even get a role as a Swedish person. on my show.
Yeah. Well, because you're Italian, man.
No.
It's like that's what Hollywood does. They put you in a little box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what kind of box did they put you in?
Tall and annoying.
Annoying? What
It's
do
a
you
very
mean?
niche market.
Oh, well, and you're
And
like,
I've
I'll take it.
cornered it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm closing all the doors behind me.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of this. You're like, I will get you.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
trying-
how I feel. When people are like, oh, you're worried about all the other famous green people taking your roles? I'm like, I will let them.
No.
Dude, fuck right off, Kirby. You know what I mean? This is my role. Grinch is like, yeah, you have your month, pal. You have
Yeah.
December, I get the other 11. That's how I want to roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're doing The Good Place, what's your thought on this? Because I was going to say, like, there is like a big reveal this year. Like, how long is can we spoil it? Like, what do you think are the parameters for like spoiler alert for a show?
Oh, 4 years.
All right, so we're well past that.
Yeah.
For those people who haven't seen Good Place, which if you haven't, I mean, it's really one of our great shows of the last couple of years.
Thank you.
How would you describe the plot of Good Place? Because I feel like it needs like a BuzzFeed article alongside
Yeah,
of it.
God,
to
I mean,
really
it's been such a
understand
long
it.
time since I've had to say this, but I would say a terrible woman gets into heaven due to a clerical error, and she's grasping on for dear life to try and stay there before anyone realizes that she belongs in hell.
Interesting.
That's it. So, everyone else there has no idea that she's there by mistake. And it's this series of adventures and experiments that she undergoes for 4 seasons that they all end up undergoing to figure out what the fuck is going on.
What was it like working on a show that's got such a big concept? Because a lot of the comedies that were on for years, and probably before and after Good Place, probably even in the time slots, were like, 4 people have to live in an apartment together. The end. Yours, it's got all these crazy layers, which you don't really see a lot in sitcom.
Different realms, demons, all sorts of things.
Which is kind of like how I grew up. So I felt like when I saw Good Place, I was like, all right, this makes sense.
It was like a documentary.
Yes, that's what I thought. Because I used to room with Lucifer back in Chicago. He was my roommate, so I was like, when that show came out, I'm like, dude, is this not us? Like, it kind of was like our vibe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy that you felt seen.
Yeah, well, he did too. And honestly, when he doesn't get excited for anyone coming on my podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, I've seen them. They all worship me. But I told him you were coming on. He was like, oh my God, will you text her for me? Tell her I love a good place.
Could you ask him if I could have a suite in hell?
Oh, Johannes, write a reminder.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll say.
Also, can you let him know I'm gluten-free? I know that's not really his thing, but like but I have a few rider demands for my time in hell.
Yeah, and make another note that the suite has to be built from the ground up on the day. You know what I mean? Just so it's a nice, fresh building.
I like it to be fresh.
Every time Jameela arrives. Please.
Yep.
And
Oh,
thank you.
please. All right. Sure.
It was mad to do something so high concept, and I think it was very embarrassing for me, being someone who isn't an actor, to have to.
Oh, I disagree.
To have to work with green screen, and if you're a self-conscious English person who's surrounded by professionals and you have to convincingly fall into a sinkhole that is just a green blanket on the floor, I had to really overcome my inhibitions. Because I'm 31, I haven't had that training from a young age to learn how to let go and immerse yourself yet. So I was shitting myself for about 4 years. It was fucking terrifying. But I did the best that I could to keep up with everyone. But everyone was so talented. So it was a very, very high bar to meet. And I found it very, very surreal. But then when I did She-Hulk, unfortunately another green person, but when I did She-Hulk afterwards, I was ready.
Yeah.
I was ready by then.
What I'm hearing, this is just what I'm hearing.
Okay.
I'm hearing that green intimidates you. Green screens, green ladies.
No. It's just new. It's new. I'm adapting.
Yeah. Sometimes new is scary.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
So it's your first role. You absolutely crush it.
Yeah.
Everyone loves you. You are the favorite characters on the show by everybody. And then I'm sure after a hit like The Good Place, the phone starts to ring, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have to audition a bunch after that? Or are you kind of getting now an opportunity to kind of go, I actually want to do this?
No, I don't think Indians have that kind of privilege in the industry. So I would say no, I don't get to pick and choose what I want to do. I think I don't think that's how it works. But I still do auditions every so often. I don't do a lot of auditions, partially because I don't love a lot of the scripts that are out there. And how dare I be picky?
Yeah.
As a newcomer Indian, but I am, because I'm very lull orientated. Does that make sense?
What do you mean by lull oriented?
I really just want to go where the lulls are. I want to go where I'm going to have the best time, regardless of however critically acclaimed the show's going to be. I care about the people I'm going to work with, whether they're going to be fun, and how much fun I'm going to have making the project.
I just saw you came all the way here.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was really passive aggressive. That was very passive aggressive.
Hey, Johannes, can you write another reminder to my old roommate? Let him know you'll be joining him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Johannes. Thank you so much. So you're like, I need the vibes to be right.
Yeah, I'm really I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, you just speak in things I want on a T-shirt that I'll
Perfect.
wear. You know what I mean? Still, put that on a T-shirt. I'm not here for a long time.
Just a good time.
Just a good time.
Yeah.
Would buy.
So I follow the fun.
Yeah. I like that. What kind of fun things has it led you to that you're like, you know what? I don't think normally I would be into this, but I followed the fun and look where I am now.
I think Marvel was pretty fun because I got to...
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that's okay.
I learned how to fight in the sky.
You learned to fight in the sky?
In the sky, on a wire, like 50 feet in the air.
Oh my
and
God.
And it's crazy to not fart in that situation.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You're
See, I
mic'd,
thought that's how you got up
You're
there.
mic'd
I thought
up,
you
so
just
you really
propelled
can't
yourself.
because then everyone's going to know.
Yeah.
But you're being squeezed in places that are terrible to be squeezed, especially after lunch. And you're just having to like kick and fight. So your ass is just going and you just can't fart.
Yeah,
so that was...
I've had a lot of people on my show and no one really talks about the gassy element of Marvel. Which
it's all I think about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like,
Do you know how much
about that when they're
protein
in
they
those
make
suits.
you eat? It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
They give you all that protein and then they strap you up in some sort of a girdle nappy and then throw you into the sky and make you do jiu-jitsu. It's punishment.
No one thinks about that.
No.
You know what I mean? And especially in like those suits.
Yeah.
Like whoever has to take, Captain America out of his suit, because it's probably just like
sealing in all the juices.
Trap fart, and then they unzip him, and there's just like a green, poor person who takes,
I just don't think I get enough sympathy.
Yeah, I think these are the things that matter. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? In these kinds of times,
that's why I was striking.
Yes,
everyone else was
same.
striking for actors' rights. I want more sympathy.
Yeah, you want gas X on set.
Yeah.
That's the kind of things we need for us actors.
Yeah.
I totally agree, and I love that.
Thank you.
So you're working on She-Hulk.
Oh, yeah, I got to work on She-Hulk.
And you got to play...
Titania.
A villain.
Yes.
Yeah?
I only like playing villains.
Oh, me too!
Yeah.
Me too. What do you like about playing a villain, Jameela?
Well, I think I just get to be myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't have to act like a good guy,
Yeah.
I can just be free. I
just be your gassy self.
Yeah, just be my gassy, terrible self.
Yeah.
It's just more fun. Villains are more fun. There's something more engaging to me about the complication of it. It's exhausting. I try to be a good person in my real life and it's so exhausting. So it's nice just to take a break and just be authentic for a minute.
Yeah. Did you have to wear anything crazy or do anything crazy?
No, but I originally they wanted me to go in for She-Hulk and I said no because I thought they were going to paint me green and that would take hours every morning.
That would be miserable.
It would be
I always see people who are like that or in all that shit, the prosthetics, the makeup, and I think, no, thank you.
But in the end, I was fucking wrong because she just wears like a suit, like a skin suit, and has a couple of dots on her face. And my character had like wigs and eyelashes and face tape and prosthetic almost lips. Like it was so ridiculous, and like a bum implant and breast augmentation suit things. And so I strapped into like girdles and corsets. So I ended up having to have so much more done than she did.
And
I love the character.
She's just drinking a latte in pajamas.
She's coming in 10 minutes early.
Put the dot here today. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All done. Have a nice day, Jameela. And you're getting like zipped up,
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But no, it was great. I had such a fun time. I've gotten to do so many fun things. I've gotten to meet so many of my favorite people. I haven't found my chill yet, and I'm 17 years into this career.
I think you're 17 years old. I was like, this timeline is all over the place.
No,
oh my God.
I'm 40 in 6 weeks. I have been doing this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just turned 30.
Oh, congratulations.
Okay.
Just a baby. All right, sure.
Yeah. So I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
But I don't feel.
But do you feel like the world is
20,000.
turning like more in your direction now?
I do. I've definitely felt a shift.
Yeah.
Which could be global warming, but I definitely felt a shift, and I feel like now people are a little more open to goblins than they were.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. We had a tough 2022. Because I don't know if you know this, but the word goblin mode was trending.
Yeah.
And then it became Oxford Word of the Year.
Did you mean to say 2025?
2022.
2025 was last year. 2026 now. 2025 Goblin Mode was trending. I don't know why 2022 was not.
If you were capable of looking something up, I would tell you to look it up. But it's 2022. Oxford declared it was the word of the year. Oxford. And I'm like, oh, I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, surely this must mean like, oh, what does it mean to go goblin mode? It must mean to like lead with empathy. Or maybe it means being a good teammate. Or, maybe it means being simultaneously charming and handsome, right? No, it means being a lazy piece of shit.
Right.
That's what it means.
It means bringing chaos, doesn't it?
Well, it's like kind of like just being like, just like sitting on a couch, letting your life pass you by, being just like.
I've used the terminology myself. I'm sorry.
Have you?
Yeah. In that derogatory way. I apologize.
Well, hey, this is a podcast where people can learn and grow. It's not my job to teach you.
I'll give you the definition right here, and you're correct. I'm sorry, 2022. A type of behavior which is unapologetically self-indulgent, lazy, slovenly, or greedy. But yeah.
I used it correctly about myself,
Oh.
I will say.
That's right. But it's just like, so for me, I felt like at that time it was a very dark time.
Yeah,
It was very hard.
Yeah.
People were like, oh, Goblin. And they just had all these assumptions.
It's racism, isn't it?
Yes. And I felt like that when you were talking about, because it is, we kind of, I mean, a lot of people are probably going to assume that we're like very different. But I was like, when Jameela was coming out, I was like, we're kind of the same.
We're the same.
I was reading your backstory going, we're kind of on the same backstory. You know what I mean? Like, I've only been on 4 channels. Like, I grew up hosting. We're both hosting. We're dabbling.
We
You
both have
host a
great hair.
podcast. What's that?
We both have great hair.
I think so. Mine's actually a preceding hairline. So it's coming this way.
Yeah.
That's how it works with goblins. So in a couple 10K years, I'll have a full head of hair, and I feel like we'll be twinsies.
Yeah, sure, great.
I love that. And I sometimes do also enjoy playing a villain because I feel like it just is
It's liberating, isn't it?
It's what?
Liberating.
It is liberating. Yes. So here's something I'm noticing, Johannes, being in a new studio. Their soundproofing is too good.
Yep.
I can't hear what anyone's saying. It's like I'm so used to like this like loud. Someone said something and it echoes through our weird cave and our attic and such low ceilings and stuff like that. We gotta get something like headphones or something, Johannes. So you're doing a lot of hosting, which I want to talk about because you have a podcast.
Yes.
The Wrong Turn Podcast.
Wrong turns.
There's a couple of them?
Yeah.
Oh, you've done more than one
multiple.
episode?
Yeah.
The Wrong Turns Podcast.
Yeah.
I would know because I've listened to a couple episodes. I'm just listening to Justin Martindale, who I love.
Yeah.
And of course, my favorite comedian, Chappelle Lacey.
Yeah.
Or Sheppel Road, as you called him, which I love.
Yeah.
I love this podcast because I feel like it really touched on something in me, which is like, a lot of things tend to happen in my life.
Yeah.
I look back on and some people laugh at it. I'm just trying to tell these stories on stage and people are laughing.
Do you have an example?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, for example, I have an embarrassing story that happened to me at work.
Go on.
Yeah, I work in corporate America. And so my boss came up to me and he was like, John, you got to fix the body odor situation. Like, it's my fault. Like, this dude is too cheap to use AC. So, like, yeah, of course. I got hump sweat, back sweat, butt sweat, And then I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and get myself like a desk fan or something, right?
Sure.
But it was during like a big company meeting. And I forgot that my laptop was hooked up to the big screen.
Yeah.
So everything I was doing on my laptop, people could see, which normally isn't really a problem. You know what I mean? But I was like, I'm going to start searching for a fan. So I'm online, like on Amazon or whatever, searching for a fan. But they're trying to sell me all this other crap, Jameela. I'm like, I just want a fan. So I just type in onlyfans.com. Not a fan of the site.
No.
In fact,
No,
more
didn't
looked
like
at
it.
How do I got, Jameela?
Immoral.
Yeah.
Immoral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm on unpaid leave, Then they came back, and the irony is they sit me next to Stinky Susan, who microwaves her damn salmon every day at lunch.
.com can really fuck you, can't it? I was on Twitter when I was like 23, and it was when it had just started, and I thought I was so funny, and I was like, oh, this website's shit, we should call it shitter.com. And when I pressed send, it turned that into a link, and I didn't know that there was a website called shitter.com where people shit into each other's mouths, and I'd sent my largely child audience to that website and almost got fired from my television job.
Why would you? Well, first question. I have a lot of questions, actually. First of all, why you said largely child audience?
Well, because it was a youth entertainment show that I was hosting, so I had so many teenagers following me, and I directed all of them.
Well, that should have been right up their alley. That's their humor. Kids love that stuff. Kids love pooping on stuff, pooping on other people. That's kind of their thing.
Sure.
Like them and men in their 20s.
Well, where were you when I needed you as my lawyer?
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I wish I would have bought Twitter. I would have done a better job with it. So I wonder what made you want to create this podcast.
I want us to be able to tell embarrassing stories that no one learns anything from. You don't become wiser afterwards. Life just gets worse. What happens to the people who don't know how to make lemonade out of lemons? You know what I mean? So we are the anti-lemonade crew, and it's me and all my favorite comedians in the world telling stories that we swore we would take to the grave that have no way to make the audience feel better. And it does make the audience feel better because they feel better about their own lives. So many people listen every week just to feel smug. And I love that for them.
Jameela, I really love that too, because I feel like too many people try and take what someone else said and turn it into this whole other
unbearable
thing that has meaning.
Yeah.
And I just feel like when I was listening to you say that, it really reminded me that it's best to form a community, when you really hear these kinds of stories, Jameela, kind of like what you were saying. And I feel like it all comes down to community. Finding your community and starting with BetterHelp. BetterHelp, is that our sponsor? That's not our sponsor. All right, well, then fuck it. All right, never mind. So, Jameela.
Yeah?
This podcast, you've had so many great guests on. I just started my podcast a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
I wonder what you have learned along the way, because I don't think people realize, because I listen to your podcast, at the end of your podcast, it says, this podcast was produced by me and this other person. So you're doing, isn't it a lot of work?
It is a lot of work, but it's fun. It's so fun because there's more freedom when you're just... It's like the Wild West, the podcast space. You can get away with so much more there. People aren't, the media aren't really paying attention. You just get to create havoc together. And there's something that feels private about it. People are listening to it alone in their car or at home. So it just feels like you can be yourself. And I feel as though that's been an amazing outlet for me because I have to be fairly well behaved in other areas of my fucking life.
Yeah.
So I get to just, let out my inner Goblin there, and it's great.
Yeah, I bet. Well, if you ever need a Goblin comedian to come on and tell some
I would
more
love
stories,
to have you on.
I would love to do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Hand a gob, I'll do it. Okay,
great.
I wondered this because hosting a podcast, you're juggling a lot of things, and you get to hear so many great stories from other people. Mm-hmm. So many times they've taken the wrong turn.
Yeah.
Plural. I wonder if you have a wrong turn that maybe you haven't told before, or something that happened maybe recently that you're like, oh man, I can't believe that happened.
One that I haven't told before is tricky because I
All right, then tell your favorite.
I chronically overshare.
Oh, is that me too?
Chronically overshare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I need to think about it.
Johannes, some music, please.
Yeah.
If
you could sing, that would be fantastic.
Johannes, sing, please. All right, perfect. We'll put it in post. Put a lovely lullaby.
Yeah, okay, so when I did the Good Place audition, this was like the big callback. My boyfriend and I had broken up just before, and I had a disaster getting ready. Everything that could have gone wrong had gone wrong. I'd tried to curl my hair with my roommate's hair roller, but I'd never used hair rollers before. And what I ended up pulling out to roll my hair turned out to just be a dildo. It was her dildo. It looked,
this hair curler is
looked
vibrating.
The same. Yeah, well, it had all the ridges. So I was like, oh, that's where the hair goes. And then I thought, oh, it's wireless. And I turn it on and it's like,
perfect.
So I've already got like dick in my hair, and then I have to go to the audition. I'm now running late, and I'm incredibly stressed, and I'm trying to learn my lines quickly in the car, in the cab, on the way over. And I'm freaking out, and I then need to do a nervous poo at the audition, but there's only one toilet, and it's in Alison Jones, the casting director's home. So it's in her house, and the toilet is right by where all of the other actresses are sitting. So I have to go into that toilet and do that poo. And I know that I'm next up, so I have to be very, very quick. So I do the poo. It's very small. I get it done. I flush the loo. The toilet flush comes off in my hand, so I can't flush the toilet. And now someone starts knocking. They're knocking on the door, and they're just like, "You're up next. We need to mic you up." And I was like, "No. This is my poo. I can't leave this here." And there's a flush in my hand. So I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go back to England. I'm gonna climb out the window,
that's the move.
and I'm gonna go back to England, and everything's gonna be fine."
Yep.
So I start climbing out of her window, but it's a ground floor house. But for some reason, because of the way this fucking city's built, it's like a huge drop on the other side. So I was like, I'm gonna break my legs if I jump here. I'm in 4-inch heels, and I was like, then they find me with broken legs and my poo. Infinitely worse. So I was like, right, I've got to do something. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to throw it into her garden, and she's going to think it was done by a very big bad bird. So I'm getting myself ready. I'm hyping myself up. I hate poo. I have never touched poo. I can't believe this is about to happen. My hand is in the bowl. It hasn't touched the water yet. And then suddenly in the corner of my eye, I look at the bit of the flush that's left, and I'm like, I could maybe use my teeth as a wrench to pull that over. I've chipped my back
Jameela.
too. So I use my teeth as a wrench to pull the flush back over. It does it just enough that the poo goes back in, but obviously the room's now been like marinating in fecal particles for so long, so it smells. And I'm covered in sweat from all of the stress. And they're knocking and knocking and knocking because like I'm holding everything up. So I was like, coming. I was like, sorry, I'm just exercising. Obviously, they know I'm not exercising in the fucking bathroom. I go outside.
Well, you were losing weight to a degree.
The smell follows me out.
Yeah.
They can tell what I've been doing. Everyone can see what I've been doing. And I just have to be like, I just wipe the sweat from like my upper lip, my moustache sweat. And I was like, I'm ready. And then they mic me up. I'm out of my mind. I'm totally disassociated at this point. I just want to get it over and done with. I go into the room. I do the audition. It's with Mike Schur. I'm sitting with him. It's the first time I'm ever meeting him. It's Drew Goddard, one of my favorite writers and directors. It's David. It's like the whole team. And I do the audition so quickly. I'm completely not in my body for it. And I come back into my body at a moment where I'm going, and yeah, so my ex-boyfriend was so posh that when he used to come, he'd say, hoorah, which is not in the script. I don't know why I was telling them that. I have no pre-context for that story. And they're all like, Mike's like, everyone's sitting back like this. And I was like, cool. Okay, well, very nice to meet you, big fan. Sorry about everything. And I just leave the room and call my agent. And I was like, I really fucked that up. And I told a really weird, really sexual story. And I also shat in the toilet and broke the flush. So you can tell her that I hid the flush behind her plant. And I'm really sorry. And I don't think I'm going to be an actress. And then I got the job.
I would pay any amount of money to be present during that casting session once you left. Because I know that they were like, they had all these like A-listers and people that wanted the role. It's Mike Schur. I'm sure everyone came out of the woodwork and they're like, well, we could go with her. She just came off of a huge film. You know what I mean? Oh, what about this? Someone's like, oh, you got to have an influencer. Oh, this person has 8 million followers. And then Mike was like,
yeah, I had 16,000 followers.
Yeah, they're like, oh, guys, hold on. This is going to sound crazy. What about Poo Girl?
Yeah.
You know, they just put away a photo of you and it's just like a mugshot with you holding the flusher.
Can that be the name of this episode? Just Poo Girl?
Absolutely.
Great.
Johannes, found their numbers. Yeah. Right now, I have with me actress, activist, host, Poo Girl.
Whoop, whoop.
Burp, 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 burp. Now it's turned into a Rick Glassman episode. You got to animate all this crazy poo everywhere. No, but I think that is so funny. But it's also like, well, I almost made it into a silver lining. My instinct was to be like, my instinct was to be like, oh, actually, that's a good lesson. No, it's not a lesson.
I learned nothing from that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. What you learned is
that my bowels will let me down and that the universe is largely against me.
You were seconds away from committing an even worse crime.
Yeah.
And just so happened that a knock saved you.
Mm-hmm.
But a part of me kind of wishes they burst through the door and there's no one there, and they just hear like help,
Yeah, and
there's
I'm,
just you
I'm
on the
there
sidewalk.
in the chalk
Yeah,
position.
your leg is broken.
Yeah.
And the other actresses are like, well, it's going to be easier for me to do this.
Yeah.
But here's the thing is there will be some actresses who listen to this pod that auditioned for the role and be like, wait a minute.
I know.
I showed up, fully memorized. I came in. I didn't blow up her bathroom.
I didn't
break anything.
I didn't sexually harass everyone in the audition with my story.
I like that because that means that like Mike saw you that day.
Yeah.
And that is you.
Yeah.
Like unfiltered, funny, charming, just doing who you are. And they were like, that's what we need. Because probably everyone in that situation comes in and they're like trying to do something.
Yeah, I couldn't get out of that room fast enough.
Yeah.
I was just crazy. I was a crazy girl, and I think he was like, I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. I want it on my show.
when you showed up to your first day at set, where did you like open your bathroom door and you're like, wait, why is there a cement nozzle on this flusher? They're like,
why have they digged a ditch in the ground?
What's going on here? And why is mine the only trailer on the ground?
Why are they making me wear a diaper underneath my costume?
We got all right. The PA's like, Pooh Girl's on set. All right, I got eyes on Pooh Girl. Here we go.
That needs to be a new Marvel character.
I see.
Kevin.
Kevin, that's right up his alley.
Yeah.
You know, and
he'd love that.
I think so.
Yeah.
The anti-hero. I think that's basically what we are at this point.
I mean, except for Hero, but yeah.
So I also wanted to ask you, because you used to do a game show.
Yes.
Mystery Index.
Yes.
Which I love. I love the concept of this game show. It's based on a little card game called Shit Happens, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Pooh Girl.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be the name of your memoir.
100%.
Shit happens, and so did I. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
So for the people that haven't seen the show, how would you describe like the rules of Mystery Index?
We just go through terrible things that happen to people and we rate it on a scale of 1 to 100 on something called a traumatron, which I'm sure you loved, a big screen. And we have actual psychotherapists rating these things from 1 to 100 as to how traumatic they are. And if the audience guesses the right number, then they win loads of money.
Well,
it was a really fucking stupid concept, but it worked.
I agree, and I can't wait to play my version of it right now. Here's how it's going to work. I made a little game for you, okay? This is my own Goblin Trauma Index. I'm going to list a scenario, and I need someone to play against it. Johannes is going to have to be you, okay?
Yep.
So you're playing against Johannes, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to list something that may or may not have happened. We don't know. Maybe it's happened to a listener. Could have happened to someone in this room. We don't know. And then I've written down what I think the trauma index should be. 1 to 100. Okay? 100 Johannes being pretty traumatic, you know, and a 0 being like the way you walk through life, just like, ooh, everything good, you know. So that's going to be the rules, and whoever the two of you comes closest is going to get a point, and at the end, the winner will, I don't know, get like a water bottle or whatever she's got in that bag over there. That's fine.
That's my bag.
So, okay, great. You'll win your
I'll
bag.
get to eat my own food that I bought.
You're going to get to eat your own food. How does that sound?
That sounds really, really exciting.
All right. Well, let's play it right now. Okay, here's how it's going to work. First, you both need to come up with your own unique buzzer sound, so I know when you're buzzing in to answer.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right
Pooh
on
girl.
brand, Pooh Girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Johannes, what's your buzzer sound going to be?
Hello.
All right. Very Italian
Canadian.
of you.
Yeah.
All right. So, here's the first one. You buzz in, you're going to tell me the number 1 to 100.
Yeah, I think yours should be more Italian.
Yeah, I agree. You know what,
Mamma
Jimmy?
mia.
Yeah. How about what?
Well, that works because it's ABBA in Swedish, you know, like there's like Swedish
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah, it's all the same. You know what I mean? Just
Here
ride
we
a
go
scooter,
again.
you know?
Just go IKEA.
Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
How about that? How about IKEA? That sounds Italian.
Yeah.
All right. First one. You wave back at someone who wasn't waving at you. Mm-hmm. Yes, Jameela. What do you got, Johannes?
I was going to say 40.
No way! I'm 22. That was really close.
Okay.
Has that ever happened to you? That's like fairly embarrassing.
Happens to me all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And then what do you do in that situation?
I eat them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got to end this
You've got to
situation real
ruin,
quick.
yeah, you've got to
As soon as they turn
erase
their
all
back,
evidence of that. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. How about this one? You accidentally like a very old thirst trap while deep stalking someone.
Again, I'm going to stick to my 40.
I can't hear you, dude. You
I
buzz in.
can't.
I literally
I
can't hear a
can't-
word until someone buzzes in.
Well, mine will be,
Got buzz in?
sorry,
Yes.
66. 66.
66.
40.
All right, I really don't want him to win. It's like 35, so
Yeah.
we'll cut it.
No.
Like, do you buzz it again? Okay.
No, I'm going to take the fucking loss.
All right. I had 35.
Yes.
I guess Johannes got a point.
Sorry.
But don't worry.
You know what? It ups the stakes of the game. It
I
makes it
think
more
so.
exciting.
Yeah, I think so. Has that ever happened? Have you ever accidentally... Are you on the market or no?
Huh?
Are you on the market?
For being
Are-
eaten?
No. I'm just saying, like, are you seeing someone right now?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. But so this is not like a date then.
No.
Okay.
It is LA though.
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It really don't mean nothing here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I read are you still dating a musician?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, James.
Blake.
That's right. I bet he wrote that song about you where it's like, you're beautiful, you're beautiful.
That's James Blunt. And no, he didn't write that song about me.
That's who?
James Blunt.
And you're dating
James Blake.
James Blake.
Blake.
It's different?
It's different.
It's different.
They're different, yeah.
Okay.
He did write a song with Travis Scott where they were both writing about their girlfriends, and Travis Scott was writing about Kylie at the time because that's who he was dating, and James was writing about me, and Travis's lyrics were all like, ass fatter than a beach, like fucking her on the beach or something like that. And then James's lyrics are all like, oh, she's a really good listener and she's a very nice lady.
James!
So that's what I inspire.
James, you could have used... He could have been a little more blunt. Yeah, could have used some more blunt there. Less Blake. All right. All right, how about this one?
It's very humbling.
Yeah. How about this one? Okay. And this again, like, we don't know. I think listeners, sent in these, okay? You're on a podcast and your producer, who is incapable of pulling up a simple photo, waddles over to you to show you his phone, even though you're sitting across comedian Steph Tolev. Just buzz in whenever anyone... Oh, yes.
50. 60. 70. 100.
Oh, that's a pretty good guess. Johannes?
2.
100 is the correct answer.
Yay!
That is absolutely
I get to eat my own
humiliating. Can you
lunch.
imagine being on a podcast with a famous comedian and then you ask a producer to pull up something simple on the TV and he can't, so he actually shows her his phone?
He seems like a real prick.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to give you 100 points for that answer right there.
What if the scenario is you're producing a podcast and the host of the podcast doesn't actually pay for the internet, so you can't go online?
Host, thank you very much. Contestant, has that ever happened to you on your game show?
No, I don't have any back talk from my
that's
contestants.
crazy, right? That's insane. My name's on the dang billboard, dude. All right, here we
That's
go.
all things comedy right there.
All right. I'm reading just what people sent in. I have no idea. You tell me if this is like mildly, you get told by your boss that your body odor is so offensive but it's because of him because he's too cheap to turn on the AC, so you go online to buy a fan for your desk, and every size tries to sell you all this other crap, so you just want a fan. So on your work computer, you type onlyfans.com and then get put on a leave of absence with no pay. Yes.
85.
You're saying that's like good. Is that like a really embarrassing thing that could happen to someone?
I would say so.
Really?
Yes.
So, but like, if someone were to do that, should they be like...
They should kill themselves.
They should kill them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're in agreement there for sure.
Yeah. As soon as possible.
How about this one? You spend every weekend doing the same thing, which is lying naked on your couch, polishing off wine coolers while watching The Big Bang Theory.
Okay,
Johannes?
yes. I think that's That sounds nice, almost. I mean, except for Big Bang Theory, so I'm going to say 5.
I mean, Jamila? Yes.
10.
So that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But what if it's like, and like if it's like New Year's and like everyone else is kind of doing that, and I mean, the person's kind of like.
I mean, aside from the Big Bang Theory of it all, yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, it's a pretty funny show. It's comforting.
Are you masturbating?
It's just one of those shows where it's like you know exactly what's going to happen, so there's like no surprises, and it's just it's like comfort food.
Are you masturbating?
Well, I'm not always like. I mean, whoever wrote it in is not. You know, I don't know. I don't know, Jamila. That's not me. You know, it ain't me. These aren't about me. These aren't about me, and they're not about me. So you know.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, it seems like they really aren't about you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And next one. And once again, these aren't me. But if someone did this, okay. Next one. You mistook James Blake for James Blunt.
IKEA.
Buzz in whenever you're ready.
IKEA.
I don't really care about your thought about this one. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and buzz in.
I tried.
Oh yeah, Jameela.
60.
That was embarrassing?
Not too embarrassing.
Was it?
Mildly embarrassing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you didn't do your job properly.
Oh. Is that part of the thing?
That's part of the thing.
Okay. Got it.
85.
Actually, it was 4. It was 4 because we're going to cut that part of the podcast. So, and cut the part where she said I'm not good at my job. Okay, how about this one? All right, here we go for big points. Big points. You have the #1 comedy podcast in the world, but your producer keeps insisting that that's not factually accurate. It's your Jameela.
2.
Yeah, I agree.
That's correct. Yeah, because that would be very embarrassing, right? Because obviously this is
clearly
the
the biggest
#1 comedy
podcast.
podcast in the world.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's very
You knew
obvious.
that.
It's very obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, she did her job as a guest. She knew that. She knew where she was coming, you know. All right, time for just a couple more, okay? You are an incredibly charming, beautiful person who has an amazing podcast called Wrong Turns, and now you get to add the name to your resume of the best credit of all time appearing on the Right Now podcast with John Goblikon. What would you say, like, if you were just to, like, what would be the vibe on, like, that?
What do you mean?
Like when you say that's like a 100, like it was embarrassing, or like
No, I think it's a 0. It's a 0. Not embarrassing.
I had a really nice time too.
And I think we overcame the sexual tension really well.
I thought, yeah.
All things considered, it was palpable. It was really difficult. Thank
Fill it
God
up
you were
different.
here.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, he usually brings down the sexual tension immediately. Yeah, as soon as he talks, everyone just gets dry.
And thank Christ for that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, I think our winner is definitely Jameela on this one. Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause.
Do I get to eat my own lunch that I bought?
You're going to get to eat your own lunch, but not before one last thing. I do want to talk about People We Meet on Vacation, a film that just premiered by the time this comes out. Talk to us a little bit about this film.
It's just a sexy, fun rom-com about 2 friends trying to figure out if they actually just want to shag each other and love each other. So it's classic coming of age type, kind of more than coming of age because they're in their 20s. But I think that's when you really come of age. I don't think you know shit. I think you're still a fetus in your teens. I think truly coming of age is actually becoming an adult, which happens in your 20s. And Emily Bader-Smith is such a phenomenal actress. She's really funny, really brilliant, really beautiful, just excellent. I think everyone's going to love it. I think it's the feel-good movie that the world needs at the start of this year. And the supporting cast is amazing. With all your faves like Molly Shannon and Lucas Gage and Alan Ruck and this fucking idiot over here. So that was good.
Well, I gotta be honest. That's one of my favorite fucking idiots there is. Okay?
Thank you.
Big fan. Jamil, I'm gonna get you out of here the same way I get everybody out of here, okay? You're gonna play my right now rapid fire questionnaire. Here's how it works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you 5 rapid fire questions. I want
Okay.
you to say the very first thing that comes to your mind. You can't overthink it.
This is why I'm going to hell. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Left or right?
Right.
Westmoreland.
What?
Favorite genre of metal?
I didn't hear the first, second,
Okay,
last
there's
one.
a snail chasing you. The snail's moving at a snail's pace. It's gonna follow you for the rest of your life. You can go as fast as slow as you want, but the snail will always be moving in your direction. If you touch it or it touches you, you die. But before you ask, yes, it can swim and survive in any atmosphere. What's your plan to survive this snail?
I think I'm just going to touch it and kill myself.
Just
tap out.
That's it?
Yeah, I hate a chase.
Yeah, just...
I really hate a chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just rather end it.
Flush the proverbial toilet, break off the handle, and just...
Yeah, I'm a quitter. I'm a big quitter.
Well, that's fine, because I believe during the break, he texted back, and there's a suite waiting for you.
Great.
So they're going to build it for you. It's going to be very good. He's so sweet.
Yeah.
Lucifer gets a bad rap. Super guy. And you're going to do so good there. I mean, it's all
I
villains.
agree. I love
It's
Heat.
like wall-to-wall villains.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So that'll be good. But before you go, have you ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jameela! Round of applause, everybody. And now is your opportunity to promote whatever you got going on to this camera right here.
Hello, I have a new movie out on Netflix called People We Meet on Vacation. I also have a podcast. It's a comedy disaster podcast called Wrong Turns with Jameela Jamil. It's full of all your favourite funny people. This guy's about to come on and you get to tell your own hilarious, disgusting stories at the end of every episode. And it's truly the best 30 minutes of your week. I'm not exaggerating. It's great. You can listen to it wherever you get your podcasts.
I concur. The episode you do with John Goblikon is so amazing. I mean, and that's probably coming right out, but I'm sure that's probably the best episode you've had. So I thought, because we've really like bonded and I feel like really like we're almost like the same person, since you kind of like got to promote your stuff real quick, I thought maybe it'd be kind of cool for like me to promote my stuff. But I thought like, why, I got like such a funny, amazing actress here. Why don't I have her promote it?
Okay.
Okay, so I wrote you a little script. It's under your chair.
Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of like my promotions, and just whenever you're ready, you can just kind of like do my promotions.
Yes. Okay, fine. Shall I read here?
Yeah.
Hello, my dear goblins. It is I, Jameela Jamil, and if you want to put somebody in a good place, order them a cameo from this posh goblin over here. If you live in the Kentucky area and want to meet Mr. Goblikon, he will be at the Lexington Comic and Toy Con March 26th to 29th. Avoid a wrong turn and follow John on Instagram at The Real John Goblikon. And for a peek behind the scenes of today's episode, follow at It's Dave Rispoli. And do it right now.
I mean, anyone ever tell you could do radio?
No, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, well, you should just think about it.
Thanks, it's a great idea.
I really think like the way you could kind of like juggle a bunch of things, your voice, you're like very like present. I think it would really sell.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming. You're my absolute favorite new villain.
Oh, I bet you say that to all villains.
Right. No, truly.
So I'm printing these 2 T-shirts, right?
Yeah.
Not here for a good time, here for a long time,
put them in
and
our merch store, get them up ASAP.
yeah, I don't want to show my camera. That's the other one.
17%.
Got it.
I don't want to show my on camera as an amazing t-shirt.